Ladies and gentlemen, the Denver Nuggets just absolutely smoked the LA Clippers. Despite a little bit of a fourth quarter run by LA, the Nuggets look good all game long, right? But one of the main reasons, and a lot of people are giving credit to Russell Westbrook and Jamal Murray, they had great games, do not get me wrong. But the presence alone of Nikola Jokic is still one of the most dangerous things in the NBA, and I'll show you exactly why. So, for example, on this play, sitting right at top of that three-point line, we're going to run a little bit of an action. Now, all we're going to do is put him in the post, right, and we're going to let him work off this. Now, we're going to see Jamal Murray's going to loop all the way around here, right? Now, we're not going to set a down screen. We're not going to set a stagger away screen. We're not really going to do anything. But the presence of Nikola Jokic with this ball alone, looking in this direction, you're going to start to see guys ball watching, okay? What does that mean? They're just staring at Nikola Jokic. Look at James Harden. Once he looks over at Nikola Jokic, Jokic is still looking at Aaron Gordon. So he expects maybe a cut to the basket. And just because of Nikola Jokic's awareness, he understands that, okay, these guys are getting lost. They're not really picking up their guys. And look at this. Boom. Now we get a wide open three from Jamal Murray because James Harden falls asleep. And that's just because Nikola Jokic is that good. That's because Nikola Jokic is that special. He's able to draw so much attention that these guys forget who they're guarding. Wide open three. We're going to break down everything you need to know from this game. Not just Nikola Jokic, but the old thing. How they outsmarted this defense. Let's break it down. Now, a lot of his best passes and most of the dimes he had tonight came from that post area. I mean, look at this play. So since they're running a high pick and or off-ball pick and roll with Aaron Gordon, he's got such a good ability to roll to the basket, which forces his initial defender to have to play the paint, right? Because if you press up on this, he can drive right by you into the lane for an easy layup, right? So what they do is you'll see this guy drop back. However, if you drop back and we get a really good screen here, now nobody's close enough to contest this three by Jamal Murray. Now, once Nikola Jokic sees this guy start to back up a little bit, right, he knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's kicking this. Nicholas Batum goes underneath the screen for whatever reason, leaving Jamal Murray even more space. If you go over, it kind of forces him to drive into the lane. But since you go under, you give him more space to shoot this three. And he drains it. Another dime for Nikola Jokic, just reading James Harden. That's it. All right, another insane pass here by Jokic. Now, before we get into this one, guys, do me a big time favor. Hit that like button if you want more endless, right, amount of Denver Nuggets videos and Nikola Jokic videos throughout the entirety of the postseason. But also comment down below P3, part 3, if you want another one of these videos. We'll break down the entirety of the fourth quarter or whatever you guys want to see, some defense. Let me know in the comments. But lastly, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. It is free, doesn't cost anything, and we got you guys covered. All right, one more play here. Look at this. We're going to see them top locking on Christian Braun. Look at there. They're trying to deny ball or deny him to come off this as a DHO, so they kind of give him that back door. Now, all we're going to do here is we're understanding they have no big. They have no one down low that can contest shots. So because Nikola Jokic is so versatile out wide, these bigs are just, they have to be up here. So boom. We get that back door, but the thing about this play is the pass, right? The delivery. It is unbelievable. The passes this guy can make. Look at this. Quick pocket bounce pass right where it needs to be. This guy is unreal. Now, one thing they did unbelievably well in this game was push in transition, force turnovers, and never stop moving in transition. What do I mean by that? Getting a rebound and just going. Don't pass it over to Jamal. Don't let someone bring it up specifically. Just go, right? Everyone go. And what you do right here is you create a lot of opportunities for your offense to drive, fill the lane, and whatnot. So as Nikola Jokic is bringing the ball up, they send two, right? They send a fire. Now you got this unnecessary double team, which puts the defense in what we like to call a blender, right? They're stuck in rotation now. Now look at Nikola Jokic. He's different where he is able to look at that backside roll to the basket. He's going to force this guy to drop down as well and bring this guy with them, because again, everyone in the game thinks this ball is going to that backside roll to the basket, but instead he no-looks it over to Michael Porter, who stops for a wide open transition three. Again, the way they attack this defense in transition, you just can't stop it, because their playmaking ability and their IQ to outsmart defenses is just next level. Now, if you guys don't believe me, let's just watch the next possession, right? Jokic gets the rebound. Now we have numbers. Go, go, go. Everyone just move. Now, as we're pushing the lane, look at, because they have two guys back, right now we're playing a 5-on-3 offensive possession. We got to be quick, right? Nikola Jokic drives. He looks over to the right. What does that do? It forces defenders in this direction, but he has such an elite court mapping ability, understanding, well, if I look this way, I'm going to force 2, maybe even 3 defenders in that direction, and now we have a 3-on-1 situation on the opposite side of the floor. We kick it. Right, we have Jamal Murray. Now look at this. They step up to that 3. He steps up to this 3. But now we still have a mismatch, because look at Christian Braun wide open underneath that basket in that dunker spot. Jamal Murray kicks it. He up fakes, looks up at the basket, gets Kawhi to overcommit, and then we get a wide open layup right there. Again, the way they performed in transition tonight was, again, I don't want to keep saying it, but it was unguardable. Now, while we're talking about Christian Braun, let's watch another play that he made early third quarter that kind of gave them a little extra momentum. As James Harden is bringing this ball up in transition, we were trying to stop ball, because they have the numbers. They have, obviously, a 4-on-3 offensive possession right here. We cannot allow them to get points here. We need to play great transition defense, and boom, rips through, creates an offensive opportunity. Now we have the numbers. Instead of them having the numbers, now we have a 4-on-2 opportunity. And look at this. Jokic draws this guy to bite up. He knows Kawhi Leonard's dropping down. We have that backside roll to the basket, but instead we're hot from downtown. Let's give it to the guy who's absolutely blazing them. Jamal Murray steps into a wide open 3 in transition and drains that thing. I'm telling you, this team tonight was unbelievable. Tied 2-2. They needed to win this game. They're at home. Must-win scenario. Not only does Aaron Gordon put up 16, but MPJ puts up 14. Right? Nikola Jokic puts up 13. And that was just to start the fourth quarter, right? The entire fourth quarter, they dominated as well. Jamal Murray had 33 points just to start the fourth quarter. I mean, these guys were unbelievable. And then once the fourth quarter came, again, it started. All right, look at this play here, guys. So again, whenever you get Nikola Jokic in the post, you know they're going to send 2. It's most likely going to come from the top side, but you have to be wary. It could come from that weak side back corner, kind of trying to get a steal, right? Sometimes you can't see over there as you're in the post, but look at him manipulate the defense. He draws rotation from that top side in Bogdanovic, and now as we get that rotation, we know exactly where the defense is going to rotate from there, right? You start to see us look at Aaron Gordon, and Batum says, all right, let me go jump that pass and be there. Now we have Russell Westbrook, and we have Jamal Murray open in this corner. So looking at Aaron Gordon, he brings these guys up, and now he kicks it out to that corner to find Jamal Murray, and nobody's there to stop him as he drains a wide open 3, puts him back up by 11. Man, what a game they had.